Welcome back to my whiskey pick of the week. You know I'm Eric the Whiskey Guy, and as always, as usual, and as expected, I have a treat for you today. Hopefully, this is my first time grabbing this bottle. This week, we're going to be trying the Old Granddad 114. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Old Granddad. Now, I've had this bottle for a couple months. I've been sitting on it, and ever since I got this bottle, I've seen nothing but videos and people posting pictures of Old Granddad, and I feel like it's like when you buy a car. No matter what car you get, if I went out tomorrow and bought a 1987 two-door Volkswagen Jetta that runs on diesel gasoline, in 2 days I see the same year, make, and model on the road. That's how it is, and it seems like it's the same thing, especially when it comes to whiskeys and bourbons. So I'm intrigued to see how it is. I'm gonna kind of give you my pros and my cons on the Old Granddad, tell you reasons why this is my first time getting it, and I'm gonna give you reasons why, if you haven't had it, you need to try it. Now, let's start off with the elephant in the room. The elephant in the room would be Old Granddad. Old Granddad is a bottle that has been consecutively on the bottom shelf of every liquor store since the beginning of time. This has always been a bottom feeder. It's always at the bottom. And a lot of people, they do videos, but nobody really explains why this is their first time or why they never got it. Now, my experience, and it goes back. My experience with the when I say Grand Old Dad, I'm not talking about this bottle. I'm gonna say the category that we put this brand in. Like when you Old Granddad, this is like the 99 Bananas of bourbon. This is like when you go to the liquor store and they got the little mini bottles and they got the fish bowls, and it's always that one person digging through them like the DVDs at Walmart. This is the type of category that we put Old Granddad in. Like when you probably had an uncle that always tried to get you to taste this drink when you were 11, 12, and you're like, nah. Then you made a mental note, like, if that's what you drinking, I know definitely not to drink that. Or like a movie in the 70s where the kids are spiking the punch at the prom. It's always like a bottle of Old Granddad that they pouring in there. You got Old Granddad, you got an Everclear, 99 Bananas. So we've always looked at this as a bottle that you don't want to get. Like the guys that sit on the side of the gas station drinking, I'm guaranteed you're gonna see a couple of these bottles in the graveyard of bottles on the side of those gas stations. So those are some of the reasons why I never really tried it. Now, some of the pros to the Old Granddad. The Old Granddad is a Jim Beam product, so you know it's on the same tree as Jim Beam, Knob Creek, Basil Hayden. Now, actually, this guy right here, this is Basil Hayden. He is Old Granddad. His great grandson made this bottle, so the DNA is definitely there, and I love Basil Hayden. I love it so much. One of my dogs' name is Basil, a little Yorkie, and her name is Basil Hayden. That's her name. That's how much I love that brand, that bottle. So it comes from a great distillery. It comes in at a great price, around $25. Now, a fifth in the $25 range, that's a great price. But if you go into the store knowing that you trying to spend under under 30, 25. You may look at this, but then you kind of look at, okay, let me get quantity over quality. So then you may get a handle of Evan Williams, the black label, for about $21. You may even get a bottle of something like Philadelphia or Kentucky Gentleman that's gonna run you probably about $17 for a whole barrel. So there's a lot of gray areas of why you wouldn't try it, but we're gonna give it a shot. I got a feeling that it's good. I got a feeling it's one of those. It's so good. It's one of those bottles you don't even make it home. You just go straight on the side of the gas station and you drink it, and all of a sudden you got 4 buddies out of nowhere that want to stay there for 2 weeks and drink your bottle. I think it's one of those bottles. So I'm excited to see how the 114 is, especially it's 114 proof, and at the price range $25, you can't really beat that. 25, you're mostly gonna have like your small batches, and small batches, they normally go anywhere from 90 to probably, I'd say about 90 to 99 proof, because once you get like in the 100, you pretty much like in a bottle and bond, or then you get up to like a full proof or even a single barrel when you get like in the 101s and up. So we'll see how the 114 is. If I was gonna give this bottle a nickname, I'd call it 411, just to be backwards, because I do stuff like that. Oh, I got a nice little spice smell to it. It's kind of like if Fireball was real whiskey, this is like the smell that I would imagine that it would taste like. Ooh, that's surprisingly, this is a good pour. I like it, especially it's smooth. It doesn't really, because I'm thinking that at 114 it's gonna probably go down like some rock gut, but it actually has a smooth taste to it. I would put this in I would say this is probably one little level down than like a Buffalo Trace. It's if it was a Knob Creek, I'd say I would put this would be like a Knob 6, Knob Creek 6, 4. It's like right there in it. So it's not a bad. It's not a bad bottle. It's not a bad bottle. I'm kind of upset that I haven't tried it before. That it took me this long to get it. I feel like if you like bourbon, if you like collecting bourbons, if you're a whiskey bourbon a drinker, you have to get this. You have to at least try it one time, because it seemed like growing up, everyone that had an opinion about this bottle probably never tried it a day in their life. They like, if I put this bottle up at the bar right here and just had it sitting here, if 4 people came in, they probably gonna say something about this 114 over all the rest of the bottles. Now they may pick out the bottles that they like, but they gonna make sure to say something about this 114. And out of those 4, probably none of them even tried it. They just go off of, like I said, like stuff that we expect this bottle to be, like the 99 bananas. Oh, that's 99 bananas. Like, people think like that. But this is a great bottle. This is a great bottle. $25, you can't go wrong with it. You may see it for 30, but it's under 30. And with my experience doing these videos, 30 and below have been pretty good. We had the 114. Well, yeah, the 114. We had the flat boat that was really good. We had the Benchmark full proof. All those are under $30, and they kind of float around at 25. So I've had better luck with the 25 and under than I have with the, let's say, the 40 to 45 range. So these bottles are actually holding more weight than a bottle that you'll get for $40, $45 so far. So I really recommend the Old Granddad, even though the name kind of like a little gimmick name. Like I said, it's like the 99 bananas of bourbon, but it definitely packs a punch. You would not be disappointed. This is a great bottle to have because, let's say you want to go somewhere and you can try this out. You go somewhere like to a party or to a get together, cookout. Bring this bottle, and also bring like a Crown Royal, the purple, just the purple box, the $25 Crown Royal. At the beginning, everybody gonna go to the Crown Royal, but then you're gonna see a lot of people gonna migrate over to this Old Granddad, and then you'll be able to see who really like bourbon and who's just going for the name, because they gonna already recognize Crown Royal, and they're gonna kind of look at this as the bottom feeder, but this one will get more. I think people will be more impressed with this one. This is the type of bottle. And again, for the price, you cannot beat it. So, hey, man, this is Eric the Whiskey Guy. This is my review on the Old Granddad, a.k.a. Basil Hayden Jr. And I give it, it's up there, man. I'll probably give this I give this an 8.5. An 8.5 is pretty good. So, if you have not tried it, please get your hands on the 114, aka 411, the Old Granddad. We're gonna do it all again next week. Y'all have one.